What's good, everyone? Shorty here, bringing you guys another episode of Balanced Freedom, and the card we're going to be doing it on today is KIRIN the Bouncing Unicorn. I may be drugged very high on Sasageo when doing this episode, so my opinions may not matter right now, but yeah, I have numerous reasons on why I think KIRIN can come off the list, and I will go into them reasons right now. But first thing I want to say is, why on earth isn't KIRIN reprinted as a holo in an OTS pack? Because seriously, that card needs a holo reprint. It will look so nice. It's just a smelly rare right now from the Megatins and from Dimension of Chaos. So yeah, I think KIRIN can come back all the way to free. People having them Vietnam War remnances when thinking about KIRIN from the Pendulum Magician format. I personally hated KIRIN back then. Even I hated it and I loved it. KIRIN is like my biggest love-hate relationship. When you summon it, you're like, GG, you can't beat this, this is too strong. When they summon it, you're like, GG, I can't beat this, this is too strong. It's like with BLS Envoy at the beginning. I love that card, I hate that card, it's just, oh god. But with KIRIN, I think she can come back to free, because I've said Pendulum Magician decks and Pendulum decks are really good, and same with Metal Fours, they are decent. Metal Fours are kind of the worst example though, because they rely too much on Pendulum summoning 5 from the extra deck. But I've said that Pendulum decks are still going to be good in link format, despite my initial opinions on the fact that Pendulum Magician decks were actually dead. But now I think that they're good, however, they're not good enough. We have Fairy Tale Luna, which is really good, the fact that you can normal summon her, get another Luna, and then Pendulum summon the other one, so you have two. But Luna's kind of like a semi-KIRIN where they have the option to negate it. But KIRIN was so good because one, she couldn't be destroyed by battle or card effects, and two, no, she couldn't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. If she couldn't be destroyed by battle or card effects, she would have been absolutely broken, and I don't know what crack Konami would have been smoking when they made that card. But yeah, KIRIN can't be destroyed by card effects and can't be targeted by card effects because she's a Magispectre, and she has the bounce effect with no restrictions. That's what made her so good. It was so easy to just like disrupt your opponent, and all you needed was the Pendulum Summon to do it, and the fact that you could use free Babunku just to search her out for that extra consistency was really good. But Pendulum decks really need some boss monster like KIRIN to be good, because yes, they can go into Ignister, yes, they can do this, but at the end of the day, it's kind of more of a toolboxy deck where they're using these cards to get into like one extra deck monster, and it's kind of niche. It's not as good as it could be. It's still good to like set up with your Time Pendulum Graph and your Violet Poison, Purple Poison. Violet Poison is the OTG name, which I always say for some reason on video, despite not saying it ever anywhere else. But yeah, if you could imagine, you could set up with a Time Pendulum Graph, a Purple Poison Magician, and a KIRIN. Like, that's unbeatable. Like that, considering Zodiac can like one card for a Dryden and an Emerald and then draw a few cards and potentially get a D barrier, that's broken. But KIRIN, you're not guaranteed it. Yes, you can play Babunku to search it, but you don't really want to use your normal summon because you want to use it on Joker. So you can put Babunku in, but most people won't play that. And then if you Pendulum summon Babunku, then you get your search, but then you can't summon the KIRIN. So same concept there, unless you use your normal summon once again. But yeah, most people won't play Babunku. Normally people just play free KIRIN, and I don't think this card should come straight back to free. It should probably be bumped up to 1, see if Pendulum decks do anything, 2, see if Pendulum decks do everything, and then if they're not like the top deck or like in the top 2 free decks, then just put KIRIN all the way back to free, because Pendulum decks really need a boost right now to kind of just, the fact that they can drop KIRIN, sit on it. And here's the big thing, this is the thing that kind of convinced me to want this card off the list. Yes, I may be a bit biased because I like Pendulums a lot. I don't like playing against them though, playing with them is super fun. Definitely one of my favourite mechanics. Obviously Ritual Necros Master Race is the best, unarguably. Somebody commented saying BA are the best deck. I think it was Dante. Dante, you quit dodging the ban list and come face me and give in to your pride, mate. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling right now. I know how much you guys like my super fast tangents. But KIRIN, the fact that it bounces back to your hand is what convinced me to want this card off the list, because that's really strong. Because if it doesn't go to the extra deck, then you don't have to rely on putting it in the extra monster zone. Therefore, you can just keep on getting it to your hand, Pendulum summoning it, getting back to your hand, Pendulum summoning it. And only if other Pendulum monsters had effects like that. Like if all the Pendulum Magicians said, if this card would be sent to the extra deck, you can add this card back to your hand instead, and then it still gets its destruction effect. That would be amazing. That would really give a boost to Pendulums. Or if Konami implemented a new rule where like there was a new rule where you can easily get back pendulums, or a new card where you can it just says add 2 pendulum monsters from your extra deck to your hand, no cost or anything. Like Amazing Pendulum does do that, but you have to have no cards in the scale, which is kind of hard to do, especially when you destroy stuff with like Wisdom Eyes, it puts another spring in scale. But if we had something that said you can add 2 pendulum monsters from your extra deck to your hand, that would be really strong. But we don't need that if we have KIRIN, because KIRIN can just be like this little disruptor that says, okay, this is my boss monster, beat her. Oh wait, you can't, because she keeps on bouncing out the way, hence the name KIRIN, the Bouncing Unicorn. So this has been kind of a quicker episode of Balanced Freedom, about 5 minutes of me randomly rambling about why I love KIRIN so much and why I also hate KIRIN so much. So if you guys have any other reasoning that I could have probably included in this video that I'm not thinking of right now, or if you guys disagree with me and think that KIRIN should stay in the ban list and share the top bunk, not share the top bunk, that would be absolutely creepy, be on the bottom bunk and I'll be on the top bunk, kids get the top bunk. So if you think she should stick around with me, please say that in the comment section and give me your reasons. If you think she should be free to roam around with the likes of Masterpiece the Fun Slaying King, please tell me as well. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Shurit Q Epic outro music.